This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Good day, I'm Elena Rusk. We start with one of our signature issues here at KGET, pedestrian safety. Another pedestrian struck and killed last night in South Bakersfield. According to the CHP, it happened just before 7 p.m. near South Union Avenue and Adams Street. The pedestrian hit by a vehicle and died at the scene. The crash initially reported as a hit and run. However, highway patrol officers tell 17 News the driver returned to the scene with family members and is cooperating in the investigation. And now let's turn to your 17 Court Watch. A man with 8 DUI convictions sentenced yesterday for a deadly hit-and-run crash. 32-year-old Eric Miles Jr. sentenced to 5 years and 4 months in prison after accepting plea agreements for DUI and hit-and-run charges. Before sentencing, he heard from the mother of 24-year-old Christopher Lee Reyes, who died after Miles' SUV collided with the Jeep he was driving last May at the intersection of Ming Avenue and Pinion Springs Circle West. Reyes' mother, Tanya, wept as she told the court about hearing of her son's death. Now, at a November hearing, a judge found insufficient evidence to support a charge of gross vehicular manslaughter, but he found the evidence supported charges of reckless driving, hit and run causing death or permanent serious injury, and other charges. All right, making news around the world, we continue to follow the tragedy in Turkey as officials now say at least 11,000 people were killed in the destructive 7.8 and 7.5 magnitude earthquakes on Monday. Though there have been some miraculous stories of finding life under the rubble, hope is quickly fading as rescuers frantically search for survivors in both Turkey and Syria. Officials still expect that death toll to continue rising, with some estimating the toll could be near 20,000 killed, making it the deadliest earthquake in at least 10 years. All right, happening tomorrow after a 3-year break due to the pandemic, our annual Hook and Ladder Barbecue is coming back to Compassion Corner. This fundraiser benefiting the Bakersfield City and Kern County Fire Burn Survivor Foundations, organizations dedicated to assisting Kern County burn survivors and their families. One of those survivors, 17-year-old Emily Peters, who was burned in a New Year's Eve 2020 accident. She was using an accelerant on a backyard fire pit when the gas can in her hand exploded. 80% of her body is covered in burns, including her face, chest, arms, and legs. She spent 5 months in the hospital recovering with a total of 28 surgeries and help along the way from the Burn Survivors Foundation.
They paid for our gas money to be able to go down to Grossman's Burn Center, and I'm pretty sure they actually paid for our hotel at one time. I'm really glad that I have a whole new family and just people who care about me so much. I just want to say thank you so much. It's really been a big help throughout everything that I've been through, my whole experience. You guys have just been amazing, honestly.
So our local burn foundation's also paying for the expensive silicone cream that she needed in her recovery, along with garments she used. They also sent her to Champ Camp, the summer program for burn survivors to come together.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Well, in 17 Business News, a sigh of relief for hungry patrons here downtown. 17 News can confirm Taco Bros returning soon. They closed their original location on 23rd and K Streets back in September, saying Wells Fargo did not renew their lease on the property and wanted to demolish the small building in their parking lot. The Shack was known for its cheesy burrito tacos and its rabid following, which led to impressively long lines. The good news, Taco Bros signage just went up at another small Shack, this one located at 24th and K. The owners confirm Taco Bros will be moving to that location, but there's no timeline just yet. The downtown location will also be home to Pasta Bowls, their partnering company, which offers several Italian options. And Americans expected to spend $25.9 billion this Valentine's Day. And the Greater Bakersfield Chamber of Commerce is encouraging you to spend that money here at home. The Shop Local, Shop Now campaign aims to support locally owned and operated businesses that recirculate money into our community. This month, the Chamber has an interactive map on their website that lists local sellers in retail, restaurant, and hospitality. As an additional perk for Bakersfield residents, when shoppers tag the Chamber on Instagram at BacoChamber and use the hashtags ShopLocalShopNow and hashtag BacoChamber, they will have the opportunity to be featured in the Chamber's Instagram feed. And you can support a local business as you buy sweets for your sweetheart and help local families dealing with cancer too. Our annual Cupid's Challenge fundraiser takes place this Friday with a drive-thru at the Dewar's downtown location from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. so you can quickly and easily pick up that $20 Valentine's box. And this year, local Valley Strong locations will also be selling those boxes. All proceeds benefit the Mendaburu Magic Foundation, which helps local families affected by cancer and other illnesses. To find the link to purchase a box online instead or to support the foundation directly, visit kget.com. A suspected gang member has pleaded not guilty to murdering 6 people, including a teen mother and her baby, last month at a Goshen home. 25-year-old Noah David Beard entered the plea as he was arraigned Tuesday in Fresno. He is being held without bail. Beard's suspected accomplice, 35-year-old Angel Nanu Uriati, remains hospitalized after a gun battle with federal agents last week during Operation Nightmare to arrest these 2 main suspects. Uriarti's arraignment has not been scheduled. Officials say these 2 suspects and members of the victim's family have a long history of rival gang violence, but the motive for the shooting, quote, is not exactly clear. Both suspects charged with 6 counts of murder and other crimes. They each face a potential sentence of the death penalty or life in prison without parole. All right, here at home, the Kern County Science Fair is about a month away, and they need more judges to assess the hundreds of local projects that will be presented. Judges will interview the students about their understanding of their display, logbook, and hypothesis. The projects are also judged on scientific thought and engineering goals, creativity, organization, completeness, clarity, effort, and motivation. Organizers say no experience is necessary to become a science fair judge, and you'll get some training that morning before judging begins. They're just looking for community members who are energetic about science and STEM education and want to help our local students in this process to potentially move up to the state and international science fairs. If you'd like to volunteer as a judge, just head over to the Kern County Superintendent of Schools website, kern.org. The Kern County Science Fair will be held March 14th at the Mechanics Bank Convention Center. Last night, LeBron James passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the NBA's career scoring record, the torch getting passed from one Los Angeles Laker to another. The record breaker came when James scored 38 points to push his career total to 38,390, 3 more than Abdul-Jabbar's record. James on pace to eclipse the 40,000-point mark next season and is under contract for 1 more season with the Lakers after that. While there's no guarantee he'll continue to play, he has said many times he would like to stay in the NBA long enough for his son, LeBron Jr., to get into the league, something that won't happen until 2024 or 2025 at the earliest.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.